Enrique Blanco, why has Telefonica announced at Mobile World Congress an end-to-end network virtualization initiative?
Unica, it is to define the end-to-end approach of a virtualized operation in Telefonica. It is how we define the data center, which are the resources that I am going to manage, how I am going to manage these resources, not only hosted in one data center. You can manage resources in one data center, or logical resources in a different data center could be hosted in Brazil, in Miami, or doesn't matter. So it is to define who will be the architecture that we are going to define from a logical point of view. Once we define this, second step, Unica, we are defining how the communication will be solved within this new paradigm of data center working as a single resource of Telefonica. And the third one, Unica, is defining how we are going to host and to define which function of the network will be hosted using the NFV within the data center, logical data center that we are defining. So it is the mainframe, we define what we are going to draw, and finally what we are going to host within this. This is Unica. This is an end-to-end approach in a operator who it is going really to use this to give services to the customers.
What does virtualization mean to Telefonica?
Telefonica is trying to offer the best network to his customers. So we're trying to do every day, and we are using all the levers that we have, trying to be sure that we are doing the right thing with the right network. Virtualization is a new lever that can help us trying to change in a radical way the network architecture. We can use all our capabilities that we have in our data center. We can use all the levers in SDN, in network function virtualization, trying to change in a radical way how we build our network, how we manage our network, which are the vendors that we are using. And it is finally a way that we have trying to change in a radical way how we build and how we manage our network. We are trying to do this starting by the customer premises equipment. We are virtualizing, we are simplifying, which is the heart and the soft that we are delivering the customer, trying to show to the customer that they can use the functions from a network point of view, not from a machine point of view within his customer premises. And we are changing how we are defining the vendors map that we have today. We are using our data center, we are using our hardware in a general purpose, trying to host in this data center the function that today they are delivered by our vendors with a specific heart and a specific soft. It is a key lever for us trying to change how we do our network.
What are the extra challenges and complexities for an operator such as Telefonica that has networks in multiple countries?
This is an extraordinary opportunity for Telefonica. So we are pushing very hard in the different organisms that we are working. We are maybe one of the first one of them, because for Telefonica, think that we can define and we can build regional infrastructures trying to be hosted, delivered, and maintained. We can change country by country network functions going through a regional network function hosted. It is key for us. It's not only for the efficiency in terms of how we deliver our CapEx, it is how we manage. We can define a specific function that today they have been delivered and maintained country by country in an infrastructure delivered and maintained region by region, giving the quality that our customer needs, key for us.
With traffic levels growing year on year, how does virtualization impact operating costs and efficiencies?
We have our Julio Linares also, the efficiency has no limit, and we know it very well in Telefonica. So we are every day improving in terms of efficiency, improving processes, improving all the different value chain that we have. But it is giving us 10-15% of efficiency every year. It is a lot of money, but it is not enough, because we need to deploy and we need to give to an hyper-connected network, trying to offer to our customer with LTE, FTTH, Vectron, and so on, the best offer and the best network for them. So if you see what we are thinking, it is if you see which is the total cost with the virtualization, it is changing radically, which are the scope. It is not 10, 15. It is over at 35, 40, 50%. So it is helping us trying to be sure that we are not yet only doing the efficiency processes, we are changing how we are doing the things. And for instance, we have a very good example with the virtual evolved packet core. So if you compare a traditional evolved packet core with the virtualized packet core, so maybe you can reduce up to the 35% of the cost of the operation. It's a huge amount of money. But we are not virtualizing, just only trying to find efficiency. No, we are trying to see how we can offer to our customer services, reducing the time to market, and trying to be much more faster for them. The MSS is a good example. We are doing this in Barcelona. We are trying to demonstrate that you can virtualize, you can give additional efficiencies, you can do the thing in a different way, and you can go faster to your customer necessities. Because we are not just only doing the thing trying to be good for us. It is not good for us, it is not good for our customers.
You're obviously going to be working with a far larger group of vendors. How do you ensure that they're all compliant? What about standards? Are they still evolving? Is there a framework in place?
You can imagine that the vendors, they can see this, okay, they could cannibalize our actual product or portfolio. But this is not true. So we define the Unica infrastructure approach. So, and that's what we say, that we are working with all of them. We are working with the actual vendors, and we are working with the new vendors within this paradigm of the virtualization. That's what we see, that if we demonstrate, we do show that we are going to go through this way. So that's what we see, to all the vendors, they are competing, trying to offer us the best and the better solution. So it is true that this, in the future, it could be a new kids in town fighting for the new function that will be software, but we think that we have an excellent opportunity, because this is going to happen anyway, and this is no go back. And all of them, they knows it. Telefonica is the first one that it is defining a Unica infrastructure, defining which is the paradigm, what's about the data center and the virtualized and the logical, and how we are going to manage the resources. And the vendors, they are looking that Telefonica is going ahead. They are following us, and finally there will be a market standard. And the vendors, they are so clever, and they know that they cannot go back. They can fight for the timing, but we are pushing very hard for get these efficiencies as soon as possible.
Enrique Blanco, thanks for talking with TelecomTV.